Finding them about the food afterwards too and all that.
Was just saying
Perfect. She's good.
I'm muted.
All right. All right. Are you guys ready to get the final party started? Yeah. Hey, you guys, we still have an after party. We're going to need a little bit more enthusiasm than that. We still have a whole after party to go to. So, yeah. There we go. All right, people are tuning in live online. You guys have got an amazing, just a little highlight reel, some incredible drone footage here to check out. Appreciate Luke Marshall for being up here. Tyler Bean, even in practice, flew his drone a lot, so a lot of these shots are from those guys. I did a little bit myself. I found a few of you guys out there on the water, so that's what this is, this highlight reel. So we will make, as always, a cool highlight reel of this whole event, all the fish catches that you guys get and submit to us that you didn't have time to submit now. A few of you guys did, so we got some cool media in the presentation. But we'll get to all that afterwards. So please, if you have any good photos and videos, submit them to us. We'd love to have them. But let's get this officially started. Are you ready, Jake? Jake's got a mic there too. He might chime in a little bit. So I will first of all just start out by saying this. I'm going to forget something, or there's just so much going on with this finale. So many prizes, so much just different stuff that's not normal. Angler of the Year. So many people to thank for the entire year. And I've done my best, Jake and I have, to put everything in the presentation. But I just want to say a big overarching thank you to everybody out there. If you're at home and you fished a Kayak Adventure Series event, thank you for believing in this, believing in the format. And as you guys start to see, and experience it, it's growing for a reason, right? It's pretty fun, I think. So just appreciate everyone who was a part of this year. Thank you so much. And then I'll get to the official thank yous right now, I guess. So, of course, our finale here, hosted in Franklin, Pennsylvania by the Oil Region Alliance. Emily, you can come up here in the Oil Region National Heritage Area. Yeah. They deserve a good round of applause. That was much better than at the very beginning, and you deserve it because you know what, Emily, you got this thing, like free food, you're like just bounce houses, inflatables, like all this stuff going on. So we just want to thank you guys for having us. Yeah. Tell us more about what's going to come up at the after party.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you all for coming to the Oil Region. It's been wonderful to have you all, meet you. We can't wait to see more of your footage and everything that you did while you were here. Your sharing what you did and all your photos and everything is the best tourism marketing we can ask for. So we really appreciate it. We really appreciate your word of mouth. And to help share our thanks and celebrate with you all, we want you to join us at Benjamin's Roadhouse around the corner from where we are in the Barrows Theater tonight. We've got tons of food. We want you to come, even if you can't stay. We will pack a plate for you and take it home and have food for the road. But we just appreciate you all being here so much. Hashtag ORNHA.
Yeah.
Please come back over and over again.
Yeah, we will. Yeah. Hey, you guys are close by. They got an awesome Apple Fest coming up. What is the Apple Fest?
First weekend of October.
First weekend of October? That's your big one for the year. And they also have Franklin on Ice, which my family and I have come to before, where they got all the ice sculptures. It's really cool. So if you live close enough to here, go check that one out as well. And that was a really cool video Jake put together with footage that you guys got. And obviously, you're on the water. What do I need to tell you guys for? You guys watching at home, you're the ones that need to know how awesome this place is. You saw the footage. You guys experienced it. You saw how amazing the fishing is. We're going to get into that a little bit more, of course. So let's see who else we have to thank. Special thanks here. Oh, here we go. Special thanks. So I don't know if Emily, you want to come back up, or Kim, or somebody, or I can do it. I don't have to. I can do it. Okay. So there are 2 anglers who made it to every single Kayak Adventure Series tournament this year. Raise your hand if you're one of those 2 anglers here. These guys right here: Don Schrader, Robert Jolly. Coming up here. Coming up here. So again, the good folks at the Oil Region Alliance, they heard that you guys came to every one. They got to know you guys, and they said, we want to do something special for those guys. So Don, there's yours. And this is the, remind me the name of the woodwork guy that did this. Oh, it's Switch, sorry, Switch them. Is this right? One of you guys stayed on the campground, I think. Yeah. You did? Okay, perfect, switch them. So, and then the name of the gentleman with the woodworks was? Mark Owens, I can't remember the name, but we'll post it on the description and also on the, on the Instagram post. But he made these incredible woodworks. He was at our opening ceremonies and had all these area lakes and rivers, and he just does a great job. And so they thought, what a better way to just commemorate you guys for just your dedication to the Kayak Adventure Series and your passion. I mean, you've won a kayak through the raffle, raising money for autism. You guys helped me set up. How many gift bags have I asked you guys to put together at events? Because you're at every one, and you say, how can I help? We want to show people that kind of like just initiative or whatever you want to call it, is definitely appreciated from the Kayak Adventure Series, and appreciate the Oil Region Alliance for thinking about that. So thanks guys so much for being at all the events. All right, see what's next. Yeah, huge shout out to the Ripple Effect Guide Service. He was able to take these guys out in the water earlier, Luke and Jake, and get some great photos and videos of you guys out there. And let's see, we got an interview here.
On the beautiful foggy Allegheny River with the Ripple Effect, right? That's Ripple Effect Guide Service, Jason Hay. Okay, so he's gonna take us around. We're gonna see if we can find some kayak anglers, but I just wanted to get a local, fishing expert's opinion on his thoughts of what this area is from like a smallmouth fishery perspective, considering the fact that the dude dropped 102 inches yesterday.
Yeah, good on him in the middle of the afternoon. That was good stuff. River is fantastic. The numbers are through the charts. It's sort of, it comes and it goes. You'll have great days and come out and do the same thing the next day and ride the struggle bus. But there's some really nice fish here. Good tournaments we fish. You're pushing 21, 22, 23 pounds to win somewhere in that neighborhood. So the fish are here. Let's see if these fishermen can find them.
Yeah, so we're gonna go explore, see if we can find some anglers here on the foggy Allegheny. We're probably gonna go pretty slow because it's still foggy, but it should be an interesting morning on this beautiful venue.
Nice. All right, and then huge thanks to my family. You guys couldn't have done it without your families helping you guys get here and be a part of this. Huge thanks to my family here, my mother-in-law Pam, my son Theo, Sophia right over here, my wife Christina. Thank you guys so much for all the support. My family, my father-in-law Ramon. He contributes to every one of these things. If he makes it or not, he's like, I'm going to enter anyway. And so thanks to Ramon. He couldn't be here. He was out over in Europe on a work trip. My parents and family watching from home. I think my parents watch every single one of these things. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Love you so much. Appreciate the support. That's really what Kayak Adventure Series is all about. Family, friendship, fellowship. And essentially, we are all one big family. So in a time in this day and age when we need family and the camaraderie that this sport provides, I think this is just awesome, awesome thing that you guys are, really buying into and believing into along with me. So thank you. All right, here we're going to thank the local clubs. So there's some local clubs who said, we're not going to schedule any tournaments around this one. We really appreciate that. I don't know if there was any joint events technically with us or not, but I appreciate them scheduling around us and promoting it, and so that their local anglers could fish this event. That was the Pennsylvania Bass Nation, the Kayak Anglers Organization, Western Pennsylvania in particular, Northeast Ohio are probably the two closest, and Keystone Bass Kayak Series. So thank you guys so much. I mean, we couldn't have done it without GoPro, right? I mean, that's the whole premise, right? We want you guys to film yourselves out there, show off all this exciting action. It does a lot for the sport. It validates the sport. If you think about the PGA Tour, there's not a camera on every single person every moment. They could be in the woods or they could be in the rough, move the ball, and no one would know. But with the GoPro on each of your kayaks or any action camera that you have, you can always validate our catches and of course have awesome footage to show off to your friends and family and hopefully, right, on stage at the Kayak Adventure Series. So it's really cool, big part of our sport, and no one can ever question anyone's character, right? Because you're seeing the fish catches, cast to catch, and trust me, we've got some from even our winner here today. So this is gonna be pretty cool to watch, guys. Next up, you're going to power those GoPros with Naqua, of course. You guys have seen the Naqua products all year long, the powering stuff, the lighting kits. They got a lot of really cool stuff, and we really appreciate Naqua for being a part of the Kayak Adventure Series and being powered by Naqua all year long. All right, the Realtree real-time leaderboard. You guys have followed that all day long. We appreciate Realtree Fishing for being the sponsor of our leaderboard. And yeah, that's not the real leaderboard, so don't think you're Ryan Parker, you did not win. But you get shouted out every time we put that slide up. Now, here's some stats, guys. remember, if you caught a fish that didn't help you, that wasn't one of your biggest 5, you just let it go. So that doesn't count to these stats. So this is just the individual division. This doesn't count the team division. We do have some people that, of course, fish the team that aren't in the individual division. So we had 523 fish caught. 250, we do have the team division stats here. 255 in the team division. 17 different states were represented, and I believe, I could be wrong here, but I believe Minnesota was probably the furthest. Is that right, Jake? Or no? Florida was further than the Minnesota trip? How long was your Florida trip? You're in Florida. How long? 13 hours? I don't know, but that's pretty far. Elvis and his crew were here. They had a long way to go too. But, all right, about the same. It's a tie. Either way, 17 states are represented all over the country, 130 registrations across all 3 divisions. So you guys give it up for a great turnout here at Broodstock 2. And it was an Allegheny adventure, as we termed it, guys. You had quite the adventure. The Autism Anglers raffle is going to be at the very end. We're going to support this organization with 3 kayaks. We're going to raffle off 3 of them. We'll do it at the very end. You'll draw a ticket. Whoever gets the first one, you get to pick which kayak you want. And the second ticket, you'll get to pick between the last 2 kayaks. And then obviously, whoever wins the last one will get that 3rd kayak left over. So thanks to Wilderness Systems for donating that attack. At this attack was at 120 at this event. And of course, we had Feel Free and then the Old Town from the Texas event as well. So appreciate those brands, along with all the other brands that supported us all year long. The Modern Buggy trailer. You guys saw that trailer when you walked in here. It was an awesome trailer. It's going to go to the Angler of the Year. It's a nearly $10,000 trailer. It's a part of that package that's over $10,000 for the Angler of the Year. Appreciate Modern Buggy for doing that. We always need one big giant surprise, like big, prize, I guess I should say. So not really a surprise, but it will be a surprise who wins. We will have to wait till the end of the presentation. So next up, we've got the Toyota Bonus Bucks. Several of you guys have been winning extra money through Toyota Bonus Bucks. If you own a truck 5 years or newer through Toyota, you qualify for that program, win extra money through Kayak Adventure Series, so not a bad deal at all. And I appreciate Allegheny Toyota for bringing that beautiful Tacoma that you guys saw underneath the marquee earlier. So thanks to them. Go check them out, Allegheny Toyota. Oh, who wants to find out where we're going next year? Anybody? Okay. We're not going to make you wait till the end like we did last year. Let's just do it right now. So there are a couple things, of course, that could change, but I'll get into that. So Jake, let's see, where are we starting off the year next year? At Tallahassee in Tallahassee, Florida. Tallahassee, I don't know. You guys like that? Dad joke kind of. It's good? Not good? Okay. I thought it was good. It was 2. You had to work the word bass somehow into the word Tallahassee, okay? So I did my best. Tallahassee, Florida, March 27th to 28th. 2026. So that's going to be the perfect time to be there. The fish are going to be literally like spawn, post-spawn, right on the spawn. Just the perfect time to be there. Lake Talquin has this, there's obviously going to be lots of lakes and bounds, but Lake Talquin, for example, just has an 18-inch slot limit. The weights and the lengths have been going up in that lake big time. You got spring-fed rivers, manatees. I mean, it's just a wild place. So you got to go check it out in Tallahassee. The Great Midwest of us too. We are trying to go to Indiana. We have not 100% officially determined which exact city, but we're trying to go to Indiana. That's what we're looking to do on April 24th and 25th next year. So right in that perfect pre-spawn time, right around that when they're biting good in Indiana and up in this kind of Midwest. So I figure we'll try it in April, late April. And then the New River Revival, May 22nd and 23rd in Pulaski, Virginia. You're going to get pretty much all the good part of the New River from basically the Virginia border down to the North Carolina border. So you guys are right smack dab in the middle, right near Claytor Lake. That'll be our lake that's in bounds. So New River Revival. The next one is the Juniata Regatta that Dr. Nathan Rigner announced at the opening ceremonies. We appreciate him for being here, by the way. The director of all outdoor recreation for the state of Pennsylvania showed up to this event, hung out with us at opening ceremonies, at the Bashy Brunch. That was really cool to have him and have him announce the Juniata Regatta, June 19th and 20th, which is Father's Day weekend, just like we did this year on Father's Day in Springfield. The final one, we may change the name of this one, but right now we're going to call it the Bronze Quest on Green Bay. Maybe it turns into the Northwoods Bronze Quest, but either way, it's always a Sheegan's signature smallmouth event. So a Sheegan's Bronze Quest on Green Bay will be August 28th and 29th. So that's going to be where the Menominee River comes in and makes the border of the Upper Peninsula and Wisconsin, right near Green Bay. It's probably an hour from Green Bay, Wisconsin, but it's on the actual Green Bay. So that's going to be pretty cool at the end of August. And of course, Broodstock 3 is in Clarksville, Tennessee, September 18th and 19th. So looks like a good schedule. What do you think? Pretty good? Yeah. Always fun to explore and adventure new places, for sure. We'll go back to these places. We'll go back to Franklin sometime. We'll give them a rotation of the best places, the most favorite places. Oh, we've got an exciting announcement. The 2026, a new feature film level sponsor has come on board, the D-Hooker, the official hook removal tool of the Kayak Adventure Series. I got one here. If you haven't checked these out, some of you guys are going to win some. The official hook removal tool. It's really cool. Let's watch a short video about it. You can see what it is and why it's important for each of us to have one on the water.
Captain, I'm a physician associate in an emergency room for over 20 years now. And I want to talk to you today about a really cool tool that was born out of that experience in the emergency room, removing human fish hooks. And this is the D-Hooker tool. It is an ergonomically designed, ambidextrous, highly innovative tool that will take the place of all the common hook removal methods that we've been using.
All right, can we blur that out? I mean, all right, so that is something we all need to have on our kayaks, and it's so important to have that the D-Hooker is actually going to, I'm not going to say the exact amount now, but I promise you it'll probably be at least $1,000. Just how we have the bonus categories in our contingency programs, they're going to come in if you own one of these D-Hookers and you win the event, you're probably going to win like an extra $1,000. So I appreciate all those, these yeah, you don't have to remove a hook, Jake. No, you don't have to remove a hook from yourself. That's not how you win. Just if you own it and have it on your kayak, that's how you win. But it's kind of funny having Jake back here in my ear. I always get these clips. All right, so Wednesday welcome dinner. That's how we kicked off our week here. This is sort of, I think, the format you guys are all getting used to. If you get here early enough, you want to be a part of the Wednesday welcome dinner. It's a little bit more laid back, small feel, and we had a great time over at Benjamin, so I appreciate everyone showing up to that, presented by Kayak or Die Apparel. And the opening ceremonies, check it out. We had a great time there. Thanks to Oars, Jeff at Oars, he was awesome. Acoustic Earl, Abby Abendanza played some incredible music. Gamma Line came out there. We had Hot Fish Baits, Jordan's Kitchen, and Rivertown Wood Grain. That's who it is, Rivertown Wood Grain. Mark did an awesome job on those, gifts for Rob and Don. So good time. Here's some photos from the event, some great shots. You guys, our photographers just did an amazing job getting you guys in action in all parts of this. And that's just as big as the fishing. So as you can see, there's Dr. Nathan Rigner right there shaking somebody's hand. Clearly, yeah. And that's the beautiful scene right there at Oars. So that was a good spot to have our opening ceremonies. Omnia Tackle for Trash. Do we have anybody? This one? We really didn't promote that good enough. We had a lot going on, but that's where you pick up trash and you get a gift certificate to Omnia Fishing. But definitely use KAS Pro if you want a $50 gift card to Omnia when you do sign up for Omnia Pro. We appreciate that, and they appreciate it's a great tool, obviously, to have on your kayak anyway out there on your phone. So it's worth it. Go check it out, Omnia Pro. Appreciate all the gift bag sponsors. You guys got lots of cool stuff in those $125 and $100, $75. And plus, we didn't even mention, we're going to give you guys the Allegheny candle from the oil region. So you guys, I don't know how we're going to do that. We're going to get the addresses. We're going to get addresses. So if you want one, then definitely reach out, or we'll reach out with an email and ask you guys for your addresses, send them back, and I'll copy you guys on it, and you'll send your addresses. They made a candle that specifically smells like the Allegheny River, like not in Pittsburgh, like here, beautiful with flowers. So don't worry, it's going to smell good. It's going to smell like May and June flowers on the Allegheny. And that's pretty cool. So you're all going to get that as a gift. But I do want to say a shout out to Trash Panda decals. I got some of those right here. The first 25 did get a cool Trash Panda decal, and you can use these next year for your identifier for the Kayak Adventure Series, even though it says Broodstock II 2025. It's all the universal identifier. You can use these and they're reusable. So appreciate those guys for that. And of course, you guys always thank those sponsors because it's a lot of work and a lot of stuff they give us to give away to you guys, basically for the amount of your entry fee almost. So it's a win-win-win all the way around. The Bash U Brunch, Jeff Little had an amazing seminar there. You guys, who all attended that? Yeah, it was a good time. Did you learn a lot or what? From Jeff? Yeah. The food was incredible. The fellowship was awesome. And it's nice to give the fish a break, give your body a break, and have that Friday, half day off, of the water where you're not allowed to fish, take a little break, and then you guys obviously get going, and it's been a whirlwind ever since. All right, what do we got next here? Let's go ahead and get into some of these prize categories. The Z-Man Micro Finesse, the Micro Bag, and the winner, the Micro Bag. Travis Von Newman at 35¼ inches. Where's Travis? Where is he? Come up here, dude. Watch out for this big hole right here. As long as I'm going to end the show where I just fall into the hole. See you next year. And I just go. Travis.
Yeah, it might be.
You crushed it, dude. You got, by crushing it, I mean the opposite of crushing it. You dinked it. Come this way a little bit so we can get the camera frame. So 35¼ inches. That's some really small fish, man. Nice job. How'd you catch such small, dinky fish?
Yeah, I tried to catch big fish. I went wading Broken Straw Creek. It's a tributary in the north end. And I had to cover just a ton of water to even find deep enough pools that had fish. And I would try to catch the big fish first. And then I would either catch, like a 14-incher or something. And then I just saw so many little fish swimming around. I was like, I just got to commit to the micro bag. So I took just a TRD and I cut it in half just on a Ned rig. And I've lost a lot of really nice, 5-6 inchers. But yeah, it was
really nice.
Some 6 and 7 inchers, and made it happen.
Well, you're gonna win $200 for that. There was how many people do we have? How many people? 8 people. Yeah, 8 people, so $200 for that. Can you imagine being just a fly on the wall to your day, and he's over there, he loses a 5, and you're in the woods watching him, he's like, and this little fish comes off. I just can't imagine what that was like. But anyway, great job, man, and you get $200. And you guys, by the way, I've got checks laying over here for you guys. Afterwards, we got trophies and checks. You're gonna come back and get them all afterwards because we want to try to keep this moving as fast as possible. And yeah, man, you are the last, micro king, and I got a little micro belt buckle for you here to take, and you can, wear that proudly. So nice job.
Thanks, Drew.
Yeah. What's that? I just told them they're all going to get them afterwards. If you want to grab it, it's right there. But all right, next up. Oh, that was the results right there. So who was second? Nate Hall came in second. Connor. Smallest bass from Nate Hall. There you go. Connor Jewell, Josh Brewer. So some of you guys that were catching big fish were also doing pretty good here. So I think you were just putting them on the board if you happen to catch one under 10 inches. So, all right, we'll do that again next year. That's a lot of fun. And a nice insurance policy. When things aren't going so great, like Travis said, if you're not catching the big ones, you can pivot and still win a little money, have a little fun, and get upset when you lose a 5-inch fish. So the Finman High School Division. Let's see how it's going to break down at this one. Third place. Oliver Lee, 70¼ inches. Oliver, nice job. There's Oliver. Yeah, come on up here, buddy. I'll have time to hand out these trophies because you got a little walk. Third place, so again, watch out for the hole. Got this nice orange traffic cone here. People on the camera probably can't see it. There's a big hole right here in the middle of this, orchestra pit, I guess. I don't know what it is, but great job, man. You're on stage, it seems like every time. So how was your trip here? I mean, you just came straight in and just catch big fish as always.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Just fishing evacuate rig, flipping docks.
Nice. Yeah. That's it. Well, you got it done again. Congratulations, man. Third place.
Thank you so much.
All right, you can head off and guess that way if you want. Shout out to his brother here, Tristan Lee, by the way. Got a great shot of Tristan out there, who's won. He won one of the last events. So you guys have been just crushing it this year in the high school division. So it is a dynasty. It's a dynasty in the making for sure. Next up, second place, 75¼ Wally Baker. Where's Wally? Wally's had a great year. Wally, you've had a great year, man. Nice job. Let's get your trophy. I saw this big fish and I was like, whoa, dude, how'd you catch this thing? Tell us about it.
So
Let's wait a little bit.
I was fishing
That's good.
it wasn't like, there wasn't a lot of current, so I didn't think I was going to catch a fish. I was fishing against the wall with a swim jig, and it was like, yeah.
You just smashed it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you had a great year, and we'll love to see you again. You're killing it this year. You had a great time. And anybody you want to thank? I mean, you've been traveling with your dad, but anybody else? Your dad, I'm sure. But tell us about how that's been actually spending some time on the water with your dad. At these events.
Yeah, it's been a cool trip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're going to see this guy in the future more and more and more. So shout out to Steve Baker, his son Wally. Good job, man. All right. And barely taking the win here, Josiah, 76 inches. He's your champion, Josiah. Also fished several events. 76 inches, he's a champ, all the way in Florida to begin the year, now kind of close to your home here, Northeast Ohio. So how's it feel, man?
Feels good finally. Oliver and Tristan's been beating me the rest of the tournament, so finally got one back. Yesterday, had a couple fun fish, punch-in, caught one on a frog. So it was a fun day over one of my favorite lakes at Pymatuning. And then I went back there this morning, and I was expecting to get them on top water, and I didn't see a sign of life at Pymatuning. So I was like, I'm booking it. So Lake Wilhelm, new lake. This is the kayak adventure series. Let's explore and have fun.
Yep.
And then just kind of hung out on Wilhelm and just had fun. Just enjoyed the lake and ended up having only one upgrade. Actually, a fish flopped off my board, which has been a good upgrade.
Oh.
First time that's ever happened to me. I was so mad.
It didn't cost you.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was a very fun trip. And
Nice.
big thanks to you, Drew, for making this happen.
Yeah.
Every
Thanks,
single one
man.
of these tournaments is where I learned the most things ever. Everything happens in these, and it's just very humbling and learning experience that'll help me in my future tournaments as well. And big thanks to my mom up there for taking me to all these. Couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one also big shout out to the whole kayak fishing community for just being so friendly, and a huge friend to everyone, especially me, who is in help of just learning new things and getting into this world and fishing these tournaments. And Mark Bradford up there, my first fishing buddy at Kayak Anglers Northeast Ohio group at my first tournament. Shout out to you. And Adam Coleman, another amazing buddy of mine, letting me borrow his kayak whenever. And they've just been awesome buddies of mine. And the whole kayak adventure.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
That's awesome, man. Thanks. What a great testimony, for sure. We got some other prizes for you guys, obviously. So come back again. If you won something, you got more than probably just your trophy. And we got to get that. I have to get that all disseminated afterwards. As you can see, it's a lot. But big thanks to our sponsors for making that happen. So rivers or lakes? That was the big question at this tournament. Rivers or lakes? They both seemed like they could possibly win, and they both were well represented in the top, top 10, top 15 for sure. So let's see.
So he pivoted to the river last second from a lake. Why? Because the lake's market at all. I put 2 weekends of practice in, and I got one decent fish at each that I went to, and I covered all but 2 of the lakes. And I was going to pick one of the last ones yesterday on the way up here, and last minute I made a decision, try the river out, and so far, in my opinion, it's worked out right. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people thought large enough was going to win. Turns out the small enough is dominating.
Yeah, that was surprising. Now let's get into the team division, the Torpedo team division. Let's see, Jake, what we got first here? The prizes. 5th and 4th place are going to get paid out with some prizes. So that's nice. We didn't have enough people to pay out more than 5. Usually we just do top 3 places, but we're going to pay out you guys with some prizes. So 5th place, you don't have to come up here. Bill Durborough and Russell Johnson in 5th. Good job, guys. Local guys, always crushing it. I mean, 18 teams, so that's really well done. 18 teams, guys. Or 19 teams, I believe, right? 19? So 4th place, Abby Abadanza and Jody Queen. So no surprise there. The champions of the Team Kayak Series, I believe, right? Is that already officially done? Okay, so no surprise to see you guys up there in 4th place. And now 3rd place, you guys can come up on stage. We're going to award you a check. along with some other prizes. Find Your Own Fish, Alex Miller and Lynn Yester. Where are they at? All right. I do have these trophies, thanks to Finman Fishing. They made these cool trophies for you guys.
Sweet.
Slide this way just a tad. All right, so you guys teamed up here. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, where you're from and all that good stuff, and how you got it done together.
Yeah. So from Hermitage, Pennsylvania, so not that far away, but it was nice having a local tournament here. We went on a Conneaut and, we caught some fish. Had to do a little bit of some more than others. I had to do a little bit of carrying to the team there, but it was cool to fish an event with my mom and
it is cool.
being able to team up and get a third place. That's a really cool thing to do. So I was really proud of that. But it was an awesome event. Great time here. Can't wait to get back to it.
Hey, look, Mom, I mean, you obviously get to take all the credit. You're 70-something inches or whatever, plus what he had. I mean, and then, of course, where would he be here without you, right? I mean, come on, Mom.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
I made them.
That's right. So you did, for sure. She's the thing. So you're the winner. You're the big winner. You carry the team. And, we'll get to you later.
I just let them win.
Yeah, good job, guys. Good job. Good to see you guys up here and fishing together as a family. All right, second place. Snyders and Baker, 180 and a half inches. Coming up here, guys. I want to get the amounts. We'll probably tell the amounts later. I think you guys are splitting $400. So not bad at all. Plus you get prizes along with that. Trophies are right here.
There you go.
There you go. 180.5. Sorry, not 180, 180.5. I must have misspoke, but hey, you guys are on the stage. Seems like a lot. You've had a great year.
Yep.
Tell us how you guys, work together as a team to get it done this time.
Lots of talking. Even before some of these start, we get a lot of good idea of what we're going to focus in on and, just expand every single day, cover a bunch of water.
Yeah.
Usual stuff.
Yeah. Is it cool having a team division, part of the individual? Is it kind of like, because it does help you, in the individual, because you're going to get real honest information from your teammate, whereas you're not going to get it from any of you jokers out here, right? So these guys can actually tell the truth and it helps you guys, right, Russ?
Yeah, no, totally. I like, working as a team and kind of bouncing ideas off of each other. And one person tries one area, another tries another, and just compare notes. And we did a lot of bouncing around this time. And I didn't figure out where I wanted to fish until the very last hour of practice, and just thought, comparing notes and baits and stuff like that. I found that, it's the way you figure out the puzzle.
Yep. Well done, guys.
Thanks.
See ya. All right, let's put those there. Next up, first place. This is our winner. Final event, 2026. Who's the winner of the Torpedo Team Division? Let's see it, Jake. West Virginia and CPA, Josh Sims and Matt Ball. Nice, 183 inches, so just got you guys, got Russ and Steve by 2.5 inches, I guess. Well done, guys. Yep. Watch the hole, or you might have to have a teammate to help get you out. You guys can slide there, I guess. Hey, well done, fellas. How did you guys get it done? What was the teamwork like?
Well, this team came together the day before the tournament. My normal partner, Mike Rodner, my cousin, he couldn't come, so Bill DeBurrow, he said, I asked him, I said, anybody looking for a teammate? And he gave me a good one. So, and it just so happened we were fishing the same area, and not by. So yeah, we were in the same exact area, saw each other pretty much all day. So
nice. What do you got to say about your teammate? You're good? He's good. He's carrying the team with the fish. Well, you guys both crushed it out there. So well done. And Josh, appreciate you and all your support too. I mean, that you've done at the last event, this event. So glad you came over here with basically you just showed up right, tournament day, no practice, right?
No practice.
So well done, man. Awesome job, guys. You're the last champs of the year. So we'll see you next year. Okay, so the biggest riser after day one on Friday's afternoon session, we call it the day 2 dark horse because we just didn't see it coming that they jumped up the leaderboard that much, presented by Dark Horse Tackle. So I don't know if Zach, you want to come up here, or Josh, I don't know where you guys are at, either one. You're welcome to. We got to present this award here to, Zach's coming, yep. You want to go ahead and hit it while he's coming? Yeah. Let's hit it. Let's see what it is while Zach's on his way. And then Eric Tracy, you are the day 2 dark horse. And not only are you the day 2 dark horse, guys, Eric Tracy is the 2025 dark horse champion because that is the 3rd, I think, is it 2? Okay, 2 times at least. That's twice out of 7 events. He has won the day 2 dark horse. You had 0 yesterday. Is that right? 0?
Yeah, 85.
And then 85 and a quarter today. So you came out of nowhere. So what happened on day 1? You gotta tell us what happened on day 1, and then how'd you recover on day 2? And Zach's gonna give you a cool package from Dark Horse, which you know all about.
There were no fish where I was at day 1.
No fish.
Very few. Caught some 12s and 13s and just kind of threw them back because I thought it would be better than that.
Yeah.
And yeah, never measured anything, and it was probably the worst tournament day of my life. But today found them a little bit, lost a lot of big ones, so that was still disappointing, but nice rebound to come back and win this.
Yeah, awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Did you go somewhere different today, or just okay?
Yeah.
Smart move. I figured you probably moved and went somewhere different. So what are you gonna give him, Josh? I mean, Zach.
Oh man.
Josh, Zach. Josh's over there. Zach's here.
So I'm gonna hand him this box and then I'm gonna take it back because I just sent him this box because he won last time. So now you get a 12-month subscription. So if you win
Wow.
day 2 dark horse, you get a 6-month subscription at 6 boxes. Rounds out to be about $300 retail. So nice little prize. But
Nice.
great job, dude.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good job, guys. I appreciate you guys at Dark Horse Tackle for doing that. And I wonder if anyone caught what Eric said and if they're going to use that as a strategy next year. If you're catching 11s, 12s, and 13s that you think aren't going to matter anyway, he was just throwing them back. Wasn't even scoring them. So then he ended up with 0, which meant he rose the most after day 1. So intentionally trying to be the day 2 dark horse, that would be very, very brave. But anyway, don't think you want to try to do it. What is next? Let's see, Jake. Let's hit it and see where we got to go next. The Cast King individual division. We're going to see who our winners of this event are. We're going to pay out down to 16 places. That's the top 20%. 16 through, what is that? 11 through 16 or 12 through 16, I guess. We're going to get some prizes and gift cards and a free entry fee into a KS event next year. So it's going to be well worth it for sure. And you're going to get a medal as well. So let's see. Top 16 payout, 16 through 9th. You don't have to come up here, 16 through 9th. We'll get you your medal afterwards. Actually, why don't you come up here? We'll pass you your medal. Why don't you come up and just take your medal, and I'll hand it to you. So Steve Baker, 16th place. I'll hand you your medal. Or you can grab it. You guys can just grab your own medals. Well done, Steve. Next is, go ahead, Jake. Ryan Van Tine, 15th place. Coming up, Ryan. Grab your medal. We'll just keep rolling through them. Ryan Parker in 14th place. Nice job, Ryan. Bill Durborough in 13th place. There's River. What's up, buddy? Hey, dude. 12th place, John Dalton. John Dalton, somewhere he is. And 11th, we're in 11th, this is the first, yeah, Chad Claypool. 11th gets paid, right? I think so. I think 11th gets paid too. And we're going to go all the way to 8th place. So you're going to get paid a check too, 11th place. And then 10th place, Dwight Bartlett, you're going to get a check. Come on, grab your medallion as well. We're going to do the top 8, random top 8 up here to save on time. We're not doing the top 10 on the stage and with the Kai Kushnazi. 9th place, Jody Queen. Come on up, Jody. Grab that medallion and well done. So now we're getting to the random order, right? The top 8 in random order. Someone's going to come up here and take the Kai Cushion hot seat. It's a very comfortable Kai Cushion hot seat. And then we'll find out at the end who takes the title or what amount they take it by. All right, top 8 in a random order. Don Schrader with a gigantic 20-inch smallmouth. That's his big one. What's up? It pays to go to all the KAS events, clearly. Now, and there is a video. We have a video, Don. This is a personal best, yeah?
Yes.
Personal best. Tell us about this fish, or do you want to show the video first, Jake? We'll show the video, and then we'll talk about it. Good. 89.5 inches.
First 20, that is a freaking fat one, dude. That's awesome, dude. All the way from Alabama. Awesome. You ready to let her go? He's coming in single back in the share.
That's awesome. All right. So what did you catch it on, Don?
It was a Z-Man goat toad. Actually, all of the fish, all 89 inches, and a ton of 14s. I just kept throwing them back. But Z-Man goat toad, and it pretty much didn't matter where I was in the river. I could throw it in the middle, up on the bank. I was catching fish. And,
Nice.
just for what it's worth, Jake, I hadn't told my wife that I was going to all of them next year yet. And she happens to be here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, surprise. You're going to some cool places next year too. Some cool towns, some cool new theaters, and great new fisheries. So yeah, take the hot seat. And Z-Man, of course, is a sponsor of Kayak Adventure Series. Appreciate those guys. And that goat toad's a great bait. Colton Hutchison, Colton, local guy, really knows how to catch them in this area. Come on up, bud. Looks like another one that's 20 inches. All right, Colton, I'm not surprised to see you here, man. You're always, on social media catching big fish out of this river. I know it's, near and dear to your heart, so tell us how you got it done. That's a giant one right there.
Yeah, that was the biggest one I've caught all year on the river for sure. Basically anywhere I could get a swim jig in between all the grass on the river.
Yeah.
I was catching fish, so that was the game plan.
Awesome. And anything else you want to thank anybody? Anything else you want to say about the event, the experience, the area? Since you are local, where do you live, by the way? I know you're kind of local, right?
Yeah, I live down towards the southern border, East Brady, about an hour north or south of here, rather. Thank my girlfriend for dropping me off, picking me up for the flutes this weekend. So besides that, thanks to Old Town and Florida Land Sunglasses.
Awesome. All right, good call, good call. Old Town, another one of our sponsors, so appreciate those guys. All right, well, let's see if you're going to take this kayak cushion hot seat. 92.25 inches, so he does take the kayak cushion hot seat. Well done. All right, sorry, Don, it was comfy, but these seats in the Barrow Civic Theater are pretty comfy too. So next up, Josh Brewer, our champion over there on the Susquehanna River on the other side of the state with, what is that? Almost a 19.5 inch fish, 19.75 inch fish. So a lot of giant smallmouth bass happening here. Again, I think a lot of people were saying largemouth was going to be a big player at this tournament. So not sure what happened there. We'll get some feedback from you guys afterwards and find out where did they go? Were they just not fishing good on the lakes or what? So well done, buddy. You want to slide over here so we can get in the camera frame. So tell us a little bit about this experience on the other side of the state after winning on the east side.
A lot more grass. I think I'll have nightmares about grass.
The eelgrass?
Yeah. Everything on surface lure.
Yep. Sir, do you want to say if you were on the river, the lakes, or where were you at?
River.
Okay, river.
Allegheny.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what'd you catch them on?
Chapo.
Top water. No wonder why he's having grass nightmares. He's throwing a treble hook bait on the surface where all the grass is floating. So I get it. Goat toads, it seems to work pretty good. It's weedless, but hey, you got it done. You're up here in the top 8. So obviously, and how's it been since you won at the last event? How has life changed? Has it not changed at all? I mean, I don't know how big of a deal we are here, but it's a pretty good amount of money you won at that last tournament. Probably nearly 10 grand combined with all the other events you won that were joining us.
Yeah. Just same old fishing tournaments and just life,
Yeah, I got it, man. Well, let's find out where you're going to end up in this one, or at least if you're going to get on this hot seat. We'll find out where you stand later. 90.75, so not taking over the hot seat. You probably knew that, but congratulations. Great job, man. All right, making moves here. There's some largemouth. That ball. Come on up, Matt. He's got the largemouth. He'll tell us how the lakes are fishing. That's a beautiful, looks like it's touching 20 and a half there, so just a real nice largemouth. This area has got the big largemouth too. I mean, some giants that I know of, so we're not surprised to see some here. So talk to us a little bit more, Matt, about how you got it done out there, on the lake. It looks obviously like...
So I came up here with my wife and our dog, started camping. We camped up on Lake Wilhelm. So I just decided that we were camping there. I was just going to stay there. And I fished pretty much Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I'd catch about 3 fish every day, and they were all big, but I wasn't catching a lot. But today, yesterday I caught one good one, like an 18, and then today I got pretty lucky with about a half hour left, and I caught that one and 2 others that jumped me up quite a bit. So on a jig. So yeah,
that's awesome.
It was a good. That lake's really healthy, and I really liked it, but it was fishing really tough.
Yeah. Well, clearly some big fish in there. You want to say what jig it was or what trailer or anything like that?
It was a cross-size jig with a. I don't even know what trailer. It was just a
Z-Man or what?
It wasn't a Z-Man trailer, but it was a cross-size jig. But
awesome.
It was just the only brown one I had in my box, and
worked.
Anyway, yeah, the rest of my fish came on one of the big, the new Z-Man fatty thick sticks. So.
Nice. Well, I knew you fished a lot of Z-Man stuff, so I wanted to prompt you on that again. People are catching fish on Z-Man stuff like crazy, so appreciate those guys for their support, and obviously it worked, so let's find out how well it worked for Matt if he's going to take over the hot seat. 93 inches, so it looks like you are going to take it over. Nice job. Well done, Colton. Find out where you finish at the end of this thing. Let's see who's next. Not too many more left. Wow, this is what is this? Is this even the fattest fish I've ever seen? Josh Sims with a, what is that, 21 and a half? Looks like 21 and a half inch. So a good guy to be a teammate with. Clearly you guys are fishing in the same area, catching these big largemouth. All right, Josh, now we're gonna make you say something, talk a little bit. Tell us, man, how'd you catch this gigantic fish?
Just chucking a chatterbait around.
That's it. It's simple. He's a man of few words, and you know what? Of many fish. Few words, many fish, and big fish. So anybody else you want to say thanks to or talk about while you got a moment here on the individual side?
I'd just like to thank my wife for not seeing me for the past couple of weeks. And thanks for Matt for being my teammate.
Perfect. I love it. Well, now let's find out if you're going to take over the seat from your teammate. 90 inches, so not quite enough to do it this time, but nice job. All right, he wants to get to the after party. I don't blame him. Benjamin's is going to be fun, so I get it. Back to smallmouth and Toby Foster. Toby with a nice one there. 19, looks like a 19-incher. 18.75. Some people in the back behind me, I don't know who was saying it could have gone 19 with a pinch tail. Probably should have. Yeah. But, that's how it goes, Toby, right? Live and learn. Yeah, you can squeeze those tails, but it looks like it could have gone 19. Yeah. But either way.
Beautiful color.
Beautiful fish. Probably didn't cost you in the standings. Maybe afterwards you'll look and see if it did or not. But either way, man, how'd you catch this sucker? And tell us about your time here in the beautiful oil region.
The time in the oil region has been beautiful. I mean, I stopped counting eagles yesterday too. I saw 11 bald eagles and 2 golden eagles, just gorgeous. But this was first thing this morning, and it was that was a great way to start the day.
Oh yeah, clearly, man, clearly. Speaking of animals, I do have to say I forgot to put this in the presentation, but we'll post it on social media. But shout out to Merlin. Where's Merlin? He sent us a picture of a bear that came down to drink right there on the, what was it, Riverside, right? Yeah. Creekside or Riverside. It looked like you were on a river or creek. That was pretty awesome to see a black bear that close. The only stuff you can experience here in the beautiful oil region. So anybody you want to thank or anything else you want to say while you're up here?
I'd love to thank my wife and family for supporting my crazy activities like this. So thank you.
All right, I get it. We all can say the same thing. So ditto for me. So where my wife is, yeah, ditto. All right, so let's find out if you're going to take the hot seat over or not. 90 3/4 inches, so not enough.
Okay.
Still holding on, Matt.
Great
Still
job,
holding on,
man.
dude. Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, how many we have left, Jake? 2. We only have 2 left, so it's coming down to the wire. So that means you're probably at least 3rd place, Matt. Hey, that's pretty cool. Russ Snyder's. It is random, but he's in the hot seat, so I think he's got to be at least 3rd, right? If I'm doing the math right. All right, so 20 inches right here for Russ with this giant smallmouth. And no surprise, man, you've been crushing all year long. I don't know, let's just do this side. We'll dance here. So tell us about your time here on the individual side. You guys talked about the team already, but tell us about your game plan individually and how you pulled it off to be yet on this stage again.
All right. Yeah, well, I guess start off by saying once I got up here, I realized I did not have my fish finder with me, so that definitely influenced the way I was going to practice with all, and it probably worked out for the best, because leading into this tournament, I heard so much about how much the lakes were going to come into play, and without having a fish finder, it kind of limited me to either the rivers, and I did fish some lakes too, but more just back in like lily pads and shallow vegetation and stuff like that. But 3 days practice, I think hit 3 boat ramps a day, fished a few different lakes, French Creek and the Allegheny in a few different spots.
Covered it all.
Yeah, like I said, the last hour, I was struggling most of practice. I had a hard time getting anything over really 17 inches. And in the last hour, I hit a spot in Allegheny and just saw a bunch of fish that were some 18 to 20 inch fish. And it was a lot tougher though. Come tournament, like the first hour of the tournament yesterday was pretty good. I saw them all kind of swimming around out and about, and then I feel like these fish here, same as the Susky, like they know what day of the week it is. And they know, because man, compared to Thursday, like all the fish, they were still there. They were just underneath all the boulders and stuff like that. You didn't see them swimming around like they were, but got a few fish on a mag draft. A few on a little fuzzy dice, which worked good in the eelgrass and stuff like that.
Complete opposite styles.
I know. Usually for this, I either go kind of really, really big or really small with river smallmouth. But and then today I did get some on a wake bait in the grass. Just there was kind of grass and rock mix seemed to be the key with kind of like a medium pace current. I didn't really get anything in the really fast water or the slack water, but once you found that medium pace, you had some boulders with some grass mixed in. It seems to be a good pattern.
Awesome. Well, that's a good tip right there. And we have a video of you as well. And what's that, Jake? We can watch this video. 93 and a half.
All right, so we
takes it over.
I think 91, maybe some change. Okay, so 91 and change on the river. Obviously, we're not going to add the slack effect. Don't worry. But on the river, obviously, why did you pick the river over the lakes?
I did both, a big part of my decision making too was I forgot my fish finder until once I got up here, I realized my fish finder was back at home. So I'm like, all right, well, that's going to eliminate a lot of stuff. So I'm either going to fish rivers, practice fish the rivers, some creeks, there's all sorts of stuff to fish. I also fished some smaller little lakes, some bigger lakes that had the lakes I just focused on grass or pads or that kind of cover when I went to the lakes. But I found a good large spot too, and it was really tossed up a few going there, here, and ended up.
All right, so yeah, he did pretty much said exactly what you said up there. So you're gonna take the hot seat, buddy. Take the hot seat. There's only one left. I will say, shout out, Russ, you're on Team Torpedo. Torpedo is one of our sponsors in the team division. The way you were able to cover so much water in practice was with that tool, and that's pretty cool. I like to do the same thing. You can hit that many boat ramps and see so much water. And with Kayak Adventure Series, there's a lot to see. A lot of lakes, a lot of rivers. So if you want to see it all, you definitely, motor's the way to go. But the beauty of the Kayak Adventure Series, I think, is because some people raise your hand. A lot of you guys just didn't even fish with a motor. You don't have to have a motor. These small creeks, that Travis was in, French Creek, a lot of places don't have to have, a lot of rivers, you don't even have to have a motor. You can still do really well. So it's pretty cool to see the diversity of the anglers in Kayak Adventure Series, and even some that are using electronics as well, even in live scope and all that. So let's bring up our next angler, speaking of which, Alex Miller with some giant smallmouth. He was posting them. Yeah, come on up, Alex. Yeah, maybe we will get Alex's opinion on how much some of these weighed, but you were catching some big ones, and you can stay there for the time being, Russ. Just if you want, Derek, you can just go. So, Alex here, we just left you to the end because, we figured we kind of know, and, this is just like any sport. All sports there's blowouts, right? And that's just part of sport. That's part of something that's just natural, and whatever happens, happens, right? So you just happen to find the right spot, and before we officially, I think we got a video, right? So we have a big bass. You're going to win big bass because the big bass tiebreaker, that's the big one, the 21 and 3/4. And now, just let me get your opinion. What's the estimated weight on some of these fish you're catching?
So I didn't get a weight on that fish, but I think I was around 26 pounds today for my best 5.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was probably around 24, 25. But biggest today was 5'9". So,
okay, 5'9".
Yeah.
So big enough, plenty big. Here's a shot of you out there in action offshore.
Yep.
You want to talk about it and narrate this?
Yeah. So basically I was sitting offshore and I would have, I think I had 5 spots and I had a little milk run going, and basically I'd go around looking for fish that were sitting high up in the water column, and you'd basically throw a minnow out in front of them, either a mooch minnow or the new Beast Coast Seduce minnow, the 5-inch, and you have to really get them to react. And these schools were 15 to 30 fish in there. And you would just basically throw your minnow on them and get them to compete with each other, and they'd crush it. And yeah.
I want you guys to notice something here. Did you see those waves that all just came by from a boat? Fish will fire when waves go by. Rivers, lakes, whenever the waves, and you see boats going by, you get upset that they're running by you real fast. Get excited, because that stirs them up and that turns them on in lakes especially. That's not a coincidence, that fish bit right there where those waves were. I don't know if that happened more than once in that time, but it happens all the time. And then it's on. You're fighting them in open water, spinning rod, light line. What pound test?
8 pound. 8 pound.
8 pound test. And obviously you got to just play them out a little bit. And did you lose any? I'm sure you lost some if you're catching that many at some point.
I lost 1. It was the biggest one in the tournament.
You lost 1? You think it was the biggest one?
Yeah, it was 20.
That's always the case. It's always the case. So unless you're Travis, you lose the smallest ones that get off and you're upset. But for this guy, but yeah, this is, we're just going to show this one clip because it all kind of looks the same, and you're going to show more. You have every one of your fish. We were excited about it. You're filming out there, and every one of your fish, you got them. It's a good reason to laugh right there, that's for sure. It was pretty silly. That was pretty, in a good way. And do you see how important it is, how cool it is to have the GoPros out there and all the action cameras filming this, capturing it, and we get to all see kind of how it went down. So that's pretty impressive. Like you said earlier, you're local, you're to the area, and so, you just have you known these fish were there, or did you just stumble on this group for just this tournament? Did you know that many big ones were in this place?
Yeah, the big ones are definitely in there, I knew that, but they kind of position differently from what they usually do.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the only kind of tweak of just relocating them. That was really the only thing you had to do, is just find out where they were and then find out what they were eating that day.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty incredible. Jake, what do you think? Should we make it official? Let's find out what the total is. You guys you have no clue what the total is, because we did hide the leaderboard in the standings. Our record at Kayak Adventure Series was set in Florida, in Ocala this year at, Ocala-Palooza, at 107 inches. You texted me and said, what's the record? And then I told you, and you said, all right, I'm going to stay out here a little bit longer. And then, so he was going to leave and order pizza or something, but you stayed out there. Let's see if he broke the record that was set by largemouth on smallmouth here at Broodstock II, the Allegheny Adventure. Let's find out. 106 inches and a quarter. This guy is your champion. That's unbelievable. So you can take this, Russ, while you're up here, buddy. You can go ahead and take this as well, your second place trophy, and then we will find out who else, placed where they placed here in a second. But man, how does it feel? Who do you need to say thanks to or whatever? And obviously, you probably imagine this. Yeah, you can step down if you want, Russ. Probably dreamt of this, but not always does it happen on your home waters, because it's tough to win on home waters. It really is. I mean, people try all the time, and it's just, you got a lot of pressure. A lot of different places you could be pulled left and right where to go, but at the end of the day, you got some giant bites, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I've had some really horrible luck on my home waters. Back when KBF was a thing and we were fishing tournaments out of Erie and stuff, I would always bomb, maybe catch one fish there, and I'd fish that all the time. So after this year, it kind of felt good to finally get a win under my belt on the national trail. But yeah, it was super rewarding. I have to thank my sponsors, especially Dakota Lithium, especially with keeping the, active target and everything like that going all day. Huge shout out to my mom, especially my girlfriend Liv. She was basically my personal photographer all this weekend, so she got some pretty sick
That's
shots.
awesome.
But yeah, it was awesome. And love that I was able to do it here at Conneaut.
See this real quick.
Wondering, it was Conneaut Lake.
Conneaut.
Yeah, Conneaut Lake. But yeah, I couldn't be more proud and couldn't wait to get back to it.
Well, you are now the second ever Broodmaster. That's the winner of Broodstock is called Broodmaster. So you are reigning Broodmaster. If you didn't hear Dr. Nathan Rigner, the outdoor recreation director for the state of Pennsylvania, he was doing a video for us last year announcing Broodstock, and in his video, he sent it to us. He was so kind to do this video. He said Broodmaster competition instead of Broodstock. And when he said that little slip, we were like, that's awesome. The winner of Broodstock should be the Broodmaster. That's how that got started right here in Pennsylvania. So you're the reigning Broodmaster. So congratulations. You're going to win over $5,000 and then probably like $6,000 in prizes and everything along with that cash. So well done. And yeah, congrats. Now we have more to hand out. Angler of the Year, Team of the Year, and other prizes too. So that's unbelievable. Team of the Year. Let's start with the Team of the Year. Third place, Team of the Year. Going to go to the Creek Crawlers, 286.78. Creek Crawlers. I don't know if Parker and Slayton are here. You guys here? Come on up real quick. Third place. Just want to get a quick word on your experience for the Kayak Adventure Series this year. And then again, if you got a prize, a trophy, please see Luke. He's going to take your photo. He's right here. He's going to take your photo out there behind our backdrop afterwards. Then come see me. Get a photo first. You don't get your prizes and checks and anything too. You get a photo from Luke. Then come see me, get all your prizes, and then head to the after party. But tell us about the season, guys. You were, in a second, I guess you're the reigning Angler of the Year until we announce, in a few minutes. But you are technically still the reigning Angler of the Year. So tell us a little bit about your season, the second year on the Kayak Adventure Series.
It was kind of a surprise. I didn't think I was going to be able to fish the whole thing. So jumping into it kind of mid-season and then realizing I could fish the whole thing, I wasn't planning on it. So I hadn't done much research and hadn't traveled much. So yeah, I was flying kind of blind a little bit. And then, Brian and I teamed up for Midwestivus because Steve had committed himself to Russ. We did well there and decided to just run with it.
Nice. So. Awesome, man. Hey, and real quick, Brian, your season has been incredible, man. You've been, filming, YouTubing this whole thing. You guys can follow him in the Creek Crawler. You literally had a baby, you and your wife, and you still fished, what was it, a week later? You're like, I'm not missing this home tournament. That's pretty awesome. So shout out to your wife there, obviously. But tell us a little bit about that experience and this whole season.
Yeah, man, it's been pretty awesome fishing with Ryan, and I want to say thank you to the wife and the family. They stepped up a lot, and I asked the wife if she'd let me go fish a few of these events this year, and I was fortunate enough to do pretty good with Ryan on the team side. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to my wife, and thank God and everything. Glory to God. So,
yeah,
amen.
Absolutely. That's cool. Awesome, man. That's awesome. Well done, guys. Well, come back and see us later for your trophies and all that stuff, or your prizes. Can't remember who has trophies, who doesn't. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot going on. All right, so now second place in the Angler of the Year is Team Bait and Switch. There they are, Nate Hall, Adam Coleman, 287.61.
Literally one fish, basically.
One fish, basically, is the difference in this third place and second place. That's how close this was. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. The entire season, one fish comes down to. So tell us about the season, boys. Nate?
It's been fun. I went down to Texas and did my thing down there, and then Nate decided he wanted to start fishing these as well. And it's been a blast, kind of bouncing ideas off of one another, and had a struggle at the Susky, which was uncharacteristic, especially for him. Everybody knows, they talked about it on the podcast. I'm not a river guy, so knew it was happening there, but we had a blast. Thought we'd do a little better today than we did, but it's been fun.
Yeah, nice.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah, I decided to fish KS this year mainly for this event. Being on my home bodies of water, I figured I might as well go for it and fish a few of them. And had a couple tough tournaments where things just didn't quite go my way, and that kind of happened today as well. But it's the way it
Tell me
goes.
where you're from?
I'm local. I'm from Newcastle, PA. It's about 45 minutes south of here. So, yeah.
Very cool. Well, you guys got it done. Had a great season. I know you're kind of saying like, oh man, but you know you're second place for team of the year. So this is pretty impressive given the talent on this series. So congrats, guys. Come back later and we'll get you some prizes and stuff. All right. That means your team of the year. We're ready. Let's see who it is. Snyder's Baker, first place team of the year. So some of these guys just need to sit right here in the front row. They're up here so much, they're like right here, up, down. But here they come. They crushed it again. They've been on them all season long. And not surprised to see you guys. So congratulations, fellas.
Thank you again.
You got some big trophies right here. You can take one of those. Take one of these. Shout out to Catch for these amazing trophies. Let's give a big round of applause for Catch Outdoors. These trophies are awesome. All year long, you guys are getting this great hardware. So they're, of course, the measuring boards. They turn them into trophies, and they do a great job. So if you need a measuring board, of course, Catch makes the best out there, so go give it a shot. All right, so the season. Who wants to go first? Talk about it.
Go for it.
All right. Hold that, too, if you want.
Yeah, this whole season, just the events that you chose, and just the diversity of all the fisheries, and Steve and I have just developed some great chemistry fishing together, and he's been a great partner. We've been just traveling around, camping out most of the year, and each one really has been an adventure. I'd say, just which is what I like about this tournament series so much, with just being that it's not one specific body of water, but it really makes you, really break down maps. And that for this tournament series, more than any other one, I spend hours and hours, after I get off the water and just try to find that one little hidden gem a lot of times. And I really like that.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
This one was cool. I mean, it was especially cool because I had Wall here. It's a completely different experience having a 12-year-old with you throughout the pre-fishing and actual tournament day process. But it was awesome to have him. I'm so happy he did well today. He caught 5 fish. And the biggest thing that some people told me in this whole process of tournament fishing was just to not stop casting, and he does such a great job at just keeping his head down and not stopping. So yeah, really, really awesome to have him here. But yeah, the whole season was a blast. Just a great time. Thank you very much for having this tournament series. It's such a fun time. Jake, for all the hard work you put forward, and keep doing it. We love it. Such a good time.
So you might be looking to defend next year. Maybe do it again. Okay, so we'll see. Because that's right. Because that was back to you guys won last year, team. Or you won, right? Yeah. You were right. Yeah. So that's pretty impressive, man. So yeah, you're the only one who's really back to back. But next year,
you asked me that last year. I picked really well. I picked people really
good.
well.
Yeah, good picks of the teammates. So well done, guys. You guys you get a Torqeedo 403 motor, a bunch of other stuff. So well done, the Torqeedo team division. You guys are champs. Awesome.
Thanks again.
Yep. It is cool getting to pick these different locations, and like Russ said, it's a lot of map study. You get to explore a lot of places, and it just keeps you kind of engaged and going somewhere new and different. You just don't ever know, where the winning fish are going to come from, which is pretty exciting. A lot of places we go to, it's kind of the same old, kind of where it's going to get won. It might be someone different that time. So that's what Kayak Adventure Series is all about, trying to give everyone kind of a nice, fair shot to go explore new places and find those winning fish. Now, the Naqua Angler of the Year, we got third place first, right? With $500, I think it's actually more than $500, but who's counting? For third place, and that's going to be Eric Tracy, 271, 37. So thank God you had a day 2, you dark horse like you did today. You would not have won without that comeback on day 2 to be the day 2 dark horse. So well done, Eric. Yeah, you can come up. Yeah, for sure. So you've been to several, tell us how many events you've been to total, and tell us a little bit about your season.
Yeah, that was a little surprising. I mean, Ohio and Mississippi went really well. This one, I struggled, as I told you earlier. But yeah, just glad to have the opportunity to be here. And I mean, these are awesome series for sure. So appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, maybe next year we'll be in Indiana. All right, so he's from Indiana, so maybe we'll see him on some home waters possibly. Second place, Angler of the Year, was the $1,000 prize package. Probably, again, going to be more than that when it's all said and done. We got a lot to give away. Let's find out. Adam Coleman, 277.23. Wow. Amazing year by Adam. In the lead the whole time, all year long. Wins in Texas. We got like a first, a fourth, a second. I mean, a lot. There's a lot. I can't even keep up. You've just been on this stage so much. You might as well just co-host this thing, man. You've been on the stage so much this year. So what an incredible year. Tell us a little bit about it. And yeah.
Yeah, it's been an amazing year. I appreciate you, one, running it, but two, saying something about Texas while we were at our KA meetup, because it wasn't even on my radar prior to that. So to go down there and win it and then have the tournaments I did throughout the year were great. They were amazing. I struggled today and yesterday, lost a couple of fish that definitely cost me Angler of the Year today, but it is what it is. That's fishing. So that's the fun part about it. You know, we can come out here and grind and you know, Russ had an amazing day, amazing week. And he's going to take it home. So right. It's awesome.
All right. Well done, man. Thanks again. What a season. What a season. All right. That means you're champion with the $10,000 prize package. Like most Angler of the Years just get, you know, everything. There's no second and third. So it's really cool. We're able to give some stuff for second, third. But Russ Snyder's, of course, right here. He's got it, man. He took it with this finish to this tournament. It's what it needed. 278.66. So we'll figure out how to get you that modern buggy trailer if you can't pull it home from here. But, dude, that's pretty awesome. You're going to get that thing, and it's got a tent on top. You can camp out of it. You can live out of it. It's got a kitchen in it. Kitchen pulls out, a Blackstone grill or Greystone, same thing, I guess, and then a cooler, like a fridge. I mean, you can literally, like, use that as a home base or do whatever you want with it, but that's yours, man, and along with all the other prizes you're going to get. So you're the NACWA Angler of the Year in Season 2 of the Kayak Adventure Series. So no surprise, Russ has won a lot of other national big stuff, so not surprised to see it, but we are a little surprised because, you know, it was, I mean, Adam, you had this thing all year long, and I think people out there, some people didn't show up because they thought, oh, I got no shot. Adam's just going to win this thing, and that's just
6th, 7th.
Yeah, you were 6th or 7th place down there, and how it works is your best 3 events, and but one of them has to be this one, right? So other people are fishing 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're dropping those for their best 2 of the regular season 6, and then next year will be 5 regular season events, but this year we had 6, and then adding it to this one, so that's why you jumped up. It was a difference between, you know, your score and Adam's, and that's kind of how it happened. So congrats, man. Anything to say?
Yeah, you know, I'm excited about the trailer. I do a lot of camping, as you guys know, so it looks like a pretty sweet setup. I'm gonna be excited to take it to tournaments, and yeah, it has a grill too. That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to thank all my sponsors. I've been running the Bonafide PWR 129 and the RVR 119 this year. This tournament, I just stuck with the 119. I got the Torqeedo 1103 on that. Of course, Yak Attack with you know, it seems especially this last year, just all the new products they've been coming out with. It's really just makes tricking out these kayaks a whole lot easier with all their products. And their dry bag, I don't know if you've seen those yet, but their dry bags are really cool. Make them in a bunch of different sizes. Check those out. Music City Outdoors, local kayak shop. They're just outside of Nashville, and they carry probably 7-8 different kayak brands, including Bonafide. So if you guys are down in the area, be sure to stop by and say hi to them. Catch Outdoors, One Objective, iRod Fishing, This tournament, I say fishing a wake bait, and I was fishing it on braid with a Gabe's Rip Wrap Special. It's a really good crankbait rod, but I use it for a lot of kind of top water and some other stuff too. But and I believe that's it. And then you obviously, and Jake, and it seems like every time I'm on the water, Jake's always got the drone. Yeah, he's on me, so he's been getting some good drone footage, and he's putting a lot of hard work. So I really appreciate all the work you guys do, and look forward to the schedule next year, and I'll be out there.
It'll be good. Well, I'm sure you will. You're near you is actually the Broodstock 3, so I'm sure you'll be at that one for sure. Well, I guess let's give it a round of applause for Russ real quick. And then we're going to give away some kayaks. And real quick before we give away kayaks, because I don't want to miss this opportunity on stage for maybe a photo. I don't know if Luke's still here or not doing photos here, but Alex, can I get you to come up here and put this belt on? We forgot to award you the Century belt. I just need you to get that on this real quick, this Cross Kick Century belt. You're going to get a pair of Cross Kick shoes for this. And there's drink holders on the side. So at the after party afterwards, we want to see a couple drinks there in those holders. We can put that on. And also, I want to put this on your neck. Yeah, you kind of get everything here. And throw that around your neck. The Big Bass Bling Award, you're going to get a GoPro for that, so you can hold that there. And you come up for more stuff later, but I at least want to get this right here on stage. You can kind of hold it up here and get a picture of it right here. Yeah, hold it out. I knew I'd forget something. I told you guys at the beginning, I'm going to forget stuff, lots of stuff, but that's one thing I forgot. So awesome, man. Now let's give away some kayaks here and raffle some off for autism through the Autism Anglers Organization, which again, speaking of Steve Baker, got me introduced to this organization.
Mix them up good.
Mix them up good.
Real good.
Let's see. I was going to see who should come up here and draw this. You want me to just draw them? I'll do it. You guys see me mixing them up? All right. This is going to be, I think we're going to let the person whoever wins just pick which one you want. So this isn't really for this one, but there's three. The other one's the autism colored one out there. We forgot to get a picture of that up there, but the Feel Free Autism Edition. This is 566549. 566549. Who's that? I can't even see. All right, well done. So nice job. Shout out your name. I can't even see. Who is it? Jeff. All right, Jeff, congratulations. You're going to get your first pick of one of those kayaks out there. So I hope you have a way to take it home today. Yeah, you want to pick now? We can't. Yeah, you have to take a look at them afterwards. All right, we'll have a little hangout, a little meetup afterwards with the three winners. All right, next one is 566508. Right here, yeah, nice. What's your name?
Couples always win.
Patrick, yeah, couples do win. We've seen that has happened a lot every time. It seems like if you're here with a couple. All right, 566367. Anybody? Some people have a lot of raffle tickets. They support us. They're looking. Ends in 367.
That's whoever bought them before me.
Someone bought them before Jake?
Whoever bought them before me just won.
All right, well, everyone's like, all right, enough. Timer's up. All right, if 367's not here, then I guess they're not.
Where did we get our tickets at? I didn't grab any tickets.
You're supposed to go up and grab them right by all the kayaks. Oh man! All right, well, come up and see me afterwards. I'll get you a prize. Yeah, if you didn't grab your tickets as you were coming in, we were hoping. It's a pretty narrow, lobby, so we're hoping that no one would miss the kayaks there. It's 566367. Who is it? No way! You won, Kim? That's amazing. That's incredible that you won. So, and you have an autism tie, right? Tie-in with autism. You have a tie-in with autism through is a great-grandson. So that happened in Virginia as well. So the worker at the theater, the same thing. So that's amazing that you won. So I would say maybe if we can get the autism colored one over here, that would be amazing if you guys that won are okay with that. So anyway, what do we got next, Jake? We're going to wrap this up and go to Benjamin's. This is the final standings here. So we had Matt Ball in third place after, Alex and Russ. Matt Ball, you were in third. Colton Hutchinson was in fourth. Josh Brewer, fifth. Toby was in sixth. Seventh was Josh Sims. Eighth was Don Schrader. Ninth was Jody Queen. And there's probably a 10th and 11th, which we already announced 10th and 11th. So that's how it all shook down at this one. And this team up there, is that it? All right. Thank you guys so much for a great year. Thank you to my family, to all your families for taking the time out, coming to be a part of this. Thanks to all the sponsors.